What's up, everybody? It is story time with Coach Jeff. Welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me. I have a very powerful story that personally changed me, changed my mindset, changed my attitude. It has sculpted my body and my success in my life, and I hope it does the same for you. See, the story is of the one and only David Goggins. See, I started running to lose weight about 23 years ago, and up until about 6 years ago, I had only run 3 miles at the most. I was always afraid to run more. I didn't know what to do with my mind. And I was always worried about, the adverse effects that long distance running could have on the body. But then I read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, which if you have not read that book, it is a must read. But yes, this story is about David Goggins and how he began his journey to becoming one of the first African-American Navy SEALs and one of the only few people that actually endured Hell Week for the Navy SEALs 3 times. See, so David Goggins, he was 300 pounds, he was severely overweight, and he was depressed. He was working at Ecolab spraying for insects, and this one night he had this terrible job, this experience that just, something snapped. He plopped himself down on the couch, drinking his chocolate shake, just drowning his sorrows in these empty, sugary calories. And he flipped on the TV and landed on this episode showcasing the decorated Navy SEALs, right? It was highlighting Hell Week. And for whatever reason, something clicked in his mind. In that moment, David Goggins knew that he wanted to become a Navy SEAL. He had never felt this way about anything before in his life. So the very next day, he went to the SEAL recruiter, and they told him with his current weight, the only chance that he even had of becoming a Navy SEAL was he was going to have to lose 100 pounds in 3 months, which is a massive undertaking. But you know what? David Goggins, he put his mind to it. And if you know anything about him, if he puts his mind to something, man, that dude is going to crush it. So he goes out and he attempts his first run, and he couldn't even make it to the end of the block. He's so deconditioned, everything hurt. And you know what? He didn't quit, though. As upset and as depressed as he was with himself, he didn't give up. So since he couldn't run just yet, he started cycling for hours, swimming for hours, eating just bananas and, really cutting back his calories. And then eventually he could run to the end of the block, and then a mile, and then 5 miles, and then 10 miles. Day by day, no matter how he felt, David Goggins kept showing up. And yes, he eventually lost that 100 pounds in 3 months. And yes, he eventually did become one of the most well-respected and known Navy SEALs of our time. And he did this not overnight, but he did it by not quitting. Again, I highly recommend that you read that book. There's so many stories that are just